Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Gina and I make videos about houseplants and houseplant related content. And I make videos every week. And thanks for joining me here today. So as you can see, we're in a different location today. We're actually out in my backyard, out amongst all the elements. There's gonna be probably lots of noises, lots of dog barking, lots of bird noises, lots of car noises. So anyway, we're outside. And today we're going to be planting my new flowers. I got my new planter for Mother's Day and I need to fill it up. And I thought I'd get you guys involved with it. So being out here in the backyard is one of my very favorite places to be. So we've been in this house for like 3 years now, and there wasn't a whole lot of landscaping in the yard. And let me turn you guys around. You can see that we don't have a whole lot of privacy. All of my neighbors are probably watching me right now, wondering what I'm doing. Maybe not. Probably not. But, so we've been busy trying to get some landscaping in our yard, and we're in the very beginning stages. Like right back here, we planted all of these bushes for privacy. It's going to take a little bit for those to grow, but they are pretty fast growers too, so they'll give us a nice little privacy hedge. So yeah, and then back here, you can see my other big hobby, which is bird watching, bird feeding. And they're probably not gonna come around right now because I'm out here. But I don't know, maybe they'll surprise us. So the main thing for this video is I'm going to be potting this planter. Like I said, I got this for Mother's Day and I picked this up at Lowe's, and it seems so much bigger in the store than what it actually is here. It looks so much smaller here. But so I have all of these flowers here to put in, and I'm gonna have a helper. You guys can meet my son. He's gonna help me pot this. So yeah, so let's do it. So the first thing we need to do is get this soil in here, and I got this soil at Lowe's, and it's just a flower and vegetable garden soil. And then there is a drainage hole at the bottom of this pot, so I'm going to put this little drain tray holder, soil blocker, I don't even know what you call these things, but that's going to be over the hole. Going to come down. So you guys can meet my son. This is my son Addison, and he's going to be helping me today. That's him. That's my boy. So,
true.
You want to pour it in there?
Sure.
I think it's all the way, yeah. So I have 2 bags. We'll see if that's enough. This will probably be too much.
You need the whole thing?
Yeah, pour the whole thing in. It filled out more than I thought it would. I think we're just going to need 1 bag. Well, that's good. And this stuff smells very ripe. Very ripe smelling soil. So this is our first plant we're going to be putting in there. This is our biggest one, and this will give us a lot of height. And it was really neat because this morning all of my goldfinches were sitting on this, picking at this. I don't know if there's little seeds in there. I don't know what they were picking at. I don't see any. Maybe bugs. Maybe bugs. All right, so I think we're going to put this right in the center. So you want to pull it out of the pot.
Yeah.
So what I always do is just kind of lay it like that and kind of loosen it like that.
That makes sense.
He's not the gardener in the house. I'm the gardener.
I have no experience with plants.
No, he does. He's not a plant guy.
I don't want to damage it.
It'll be okay. They're pretty strong. And they regrow.
To get that later. Oh dear.
Let's see. So it's got a pretty decent root system, I would say. We'll just kind of break it up just a little bit here and plop it right in there. So this one, can I see that? So this one is the Blue Bayou Salvia. And this one, it's a perennial and it's a spring and summer bloomer. Yeah, put it back.
Yeah. There's some controversy over there.
I heard that. Okay, so next, I think we're gonna put this one in. Isn't that pretty? So this is Amazing Daisies, Daisy May. And this is also a perennial. And all of these get full sun because this spot right here, this patio gets so much sun. So full sun plants is what it has to be up here. So I think we're gonna put the daisy right back here. Want to get that one out?
Mm-hmm. Now I have some experience.
That's right.
This isn't my first rodeo. It's my second rodeo.
That's your second rodeo. Oh, that one's got a lot of roots. See, nice root system. So we'll just kind of break that up. There's probably going to be a lot of cars right now because we live near a school. And when the school gets out, lots of cars start driving down our road. Usually it's pretty quiet, but this time of day gets a little loud, a little busy. Isn't that cute? All right. So, and then we have more soil, so we can build this up a little bit too. All right, next. Okay, next up, this one, so pretty. This is a Lantana, and I was really drawn to the orange, the orangish, just like the burnt orange color in this one, which I think looks so pretty with the blue. They just go together so well, I think. And I'm a big fan of the color orange, especially lately. Here, we'll have him do that one too. No, I think I want to put it on this side. This way it's like closer to my birds. And maybe we're getting a lot of orioles at my feeders and they're drawn to the color orange. So maybe I'll put it closer to my feeders so they can see that orange coloring. All right. Another one with a nice root system. See if we can just, might need more depth here. You don't realize how noisy your neighborhood is until you're trying to film a video. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like Yeah, it's, you notice it. You notice it more.
You're very aware.
Yes.
Here comes another one.
Yeah. It's the school traffic. All right, so I am going to need that other bag of soil to fill in around this, but we don't need it yet. Okay. Next up, we have this beauty. This is the Aloha Kona Fuchsia Calabroca. And it's a really pretty pinkish or fuchsia colored trumpet flower. There you go, sir.
Defer that to me.
It's okay. It's actually better because then I don't have to have as deep of a hole to put it in. And those roots will grow right back, of course. Actually, I'll even use some of this soil. We'll reuse it. No sense letting it go to waste.
Being as experienced plants that I am, I thought I had wrecked everything.
And you didn't. Not at all. So what do you think of gardening with your mother?
It's excellent.
He and I are like peas and carrots, as the saying goes. We do a lot together. We hang out a lot.
Yeah.
And, but I think this is the first time. Is this the first time you've gardened with me?
Outdoor, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Outdoors, yeah.
I think so. Oh, now we have.
I got a
What the heck is that?
low flying,
It's like a jet, like low.
landing gear down.
Wow. Well, it's like you probably saw earlier. It's like really cloudy here, and it's another rainy day. We're like
Now it's going
in between. It's going in the clouds. We're like in between rain. Although we did get, I mean, it's still bright out here, but we did get a little bit of sun today, but it's mostly just overcast. But I have never seen a jet that low over here, so that was pretty exciting. Okay.
It's the curse of the outdoor video.
I know. It's because I'm making a video. Okay. So this is our last thing. Now this is like it's like a succulent type plant. And my hope is I'm gonna plant it all around like the border here. And it's gonna trail down. It's gonna trail down the planter, and I think that should look pretty. So that's the plan. Okay. Let me see here. So this is another full sun plant. And this is called Angelina Stonecrop. It's a sedum. So it is it is a succulent. And it blooms in the fall. So that'll be neat. We'll see some blooms in the fall. But for now, I bought it because of the color. The color of the plant is this pretty fuchsia-ish, greenish color, which I think will complement all these other colors. So these are individual. So like when you pull these out, just like squeeze these cups and they should just see how it pops up.
All right.
I need to get my gloves back on. So as I said, this was my Mother's Day present, this planter. And I have my son helping me, the guy who made me a mother, my pride and joy. So this is like, you had to do this with me. You had to build this planter with me. Yeah, they might be.
Oh, this one's crumbling.
It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
If you need some more soil, it's still in that cup.
Oops. Succulents they're pretty resilient.
Alright, well that's good, because I am kind of annihilating these things.
It'll be fine.
Well, that one came out alright.
It's a nice one. Isn't that pretty? Nice growth pattern. Nice, it'll be a nice trailing plant. And I'll plant it in the pot so it's right up against the edge. Looks good. Let's put some back here. I always love making planters like this. I have another one over here I have to do. We're not going to do that today. I think I'm going to fill it with some purple coneflower, which is one of my very favorite perennials. I just love it. And put that one over here.
Those mourning doves sound lovely.
I know. I love all the bird noises, but and one left?
Yes.
Perfect, right here. You want to stick it in?
Alright.
Turn it so the trails are over over the side of the pot. Perfect. All right, so now I just want to fill in some more soil. Where are those scissors?
Right here.
Oh, you want to open that bag?
Yeah.
And we're just gonna pull out some soil. We won't dump it in. It looks so pretty. My vision has come to life.
How much do you need?
I'll probably just grab handfuls.
Yeah, I figured you'd stick your hand.
Yeah, and just fill in.
If you need it wider, I can. Here, I'll cut it wider.
This one's not as wet. Oh, probably because of the rain. Maybe the one was on the bottom. Yep, that's probably what it was. It was on the top and got the most rain. So this is kind of dry. It seems like it got a little quieter with cars.
You gotta be careful saying stuff like that. You might summon cars.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm going to take you around my yard for a little bit. It's nothing fantastic yet. We're still very much working on it. But I figured that I could show you the before. This will be the before. And then maybe by the end of the summer, some things will have grown in. And I'll do another video. Maybe we'll, depending on how this planter does through the summer, we might lose some things, and maybe we'll do a fall planter together. But let's not talk about fall right now because it's not even summer yet. I don't even want to think about fall.
Thinking too far ahead.
Yeah, I'm not ready to think about fall yet. Okay, so I think we just need to water it in now. And we're good. And clean up a little bit. I'm gonna have to go get the broom. So we're all cleaned up, and I think we're all done with this pot. Nice work.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, you did all of it, but
Yeah. Well
well
no, I
done.
can do all of it. You helped me. So yeah, thank you.
Sure.
And
My pleasure.
yeah. So I'm gonna take you guys for a walk around the yard. All right, so here, before we start walking around the yard, I thought I would take you for a close-up of the planter, since you were a little bit further away. And I don't know what is going on. Someone is cutting down a tree or something. Of course, because I'm making a video. It's gotta be as loud as it can be out here. Isn't it pretty? I think these colors just complement each other so nicely. All right, so these are my little garden decorations I still need to place throughout the yard. So here is the other planter I mentioned that I have to fill. And then these are my above ground gardens. So over here is where I keep my herbs. And none of this is newly planted this year. This is all stuff that came up that was planted last year. So we have chives and some mint. This is some cilantro. That's the mint. Here's some rosemary. And then that is thyme. And then more mint over here. And then in this garden, we're gonna have zucchini. There are seeds planted in there. And then over here, we have some cucumbers. And these are the fanfare cucumber, which we planted last year, and they are amazing. They're like not bitter, and they're real crispy. They're pretty awesome. And then these are peppers. This is the giant Marconi, which we planted these last year also. And they're not like hot peppers, and they're really long. They're great for grilling, so that's what we do with those. So those are my gardens. And then over here we just planted a couple, these are raspberries. And then over here, these are blueberries. So those are new this year. So as you can see, we don't spray for like weeds because I'm just not the type of person that does that. I don't like using chemicals. My 2 gardens were here. I had to move them for our hedge we planted. The grass is just like growing like crazy from all the rain. So okay, let me warn you. Coming up here, this yard is in really bad shape over here. So because we don't use chemicals, last year we were taken over by thistle and it killed all of the grass. And you can still see there's some thistle still trying to make a comeback. So because thistle is really hard to get rid of, so we did end up using chemicals to get rid of it, which unfortunately, but we really didn't have a choice. So we're going to be planting grass seed here. We're going to try and get this yard back in shape. So this is totally, like completely, this is a before, totally a before shot. So here we planted a couple peach trees. This one and that one. And then we put in these landscaping plants. So my hose is on this bush here, but we still need to put an edging in and fill it with some nice rocks, make it look nice. But we wanted to get those plants in the ground. So then over here, one of my very favorite things, along this fence line, I planted last year, I put in a bunch of hollyhocks, and they're coming back up this year. So I'll show you later in the summer how beautiful it looks. And there's also some nasturtium planted in there. So yeah, I think I just heard thunder. Maybe not. So that's the yard. So again, this is a good before shot for you guys. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, something different, being outside, being out in nature, my favorite place to be. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you guys are having a great week. And in the comments, let me know what sort of gardening you're doing outdoors these days. I'd love to hear about it. If you have any experience with any of these type of flowers, I'd love to know. Any tips or anything like that. So, all right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.